They all pass away. Except for one. This one being Hijikata. After being injured, he is on his way with Chizuru back to Goryukaku. Chizuru is holding him as he is barely able to walk. They stop by and see a beautiful cherry blossom tree. They both compliment its beauty. Out of nowhere, he comes. Hijikata's rival. Chikage Kazama. Kazama is straightforward with his intentions and declares to an injured Hijikata, your time is up. In a sense, he has to fulfill his obligations and eradicate all Furies who are existing because Kazama believes their existence is against the natural order. Surprisingly, Hijikata is enthralled by Kazama coming to him and challenging him to a duel. After serious thought, I am not surprised because the warrior spirit in Hijikata always prevails. Hijikata accepts Kazama's challenge. Hijikata rushes at Kazama in his powered-up state and Kazama pulls out his sword and enters into his demon form. The ground is shattered from the shockwave of their blades colliding. Hijikata is able to slash Kazama in the shoulder and Kazama is bleeding. There's a pause in their battle and Kazama tells Hijikata he is now a devil. And as such deserves a devil name. That name is Hakuouki. Hakuouki doesn't accept the name and prefers to stay true to who he is, and that is being Hijikata. Hijikata also tells Kazama he can't play for much longer, indicating he doesn't have much more life force in him. They rush toward each other about to deliver one final blow. A sword springs into the air and it is Kazama's. Kazama is bleeding but isn't dead. Hijikata falls to the floor and Chizuru rushes towards him. He is alive and okay. Kazama says to Hijikata, I'll let you live out what little life you have left. Hijikata accepts this and Kazama smirks and walks away, never to be seen again. The screen fades. It appears Hijikata and Chizuru arrive at Goryukaku, and then there is a scene of all the members of the Shinsengumi who have unfortunately passed away. Hijikata says to himself, I'm sorry men. But I'm not going to join you just yet. I still have a life to live with her. So do us a favor and watch over us, alright? And then it ends. Now, at first glance, it sounds as though Hijikata and Chizuru live happily ever after, but this seems to not be the case because his time is running out. He will not be able to live a normal human lifespan because every time he uses the power his vital life force is drained from him and over time he will pass on. Hijikata in his battle with Kazama even admits to knowing he will not be around forever. In addition, Hesuke in the movie passed away unknowingly, and same goes for Soji. The water of life is such that an untimely demise is guaranteed. A disclaimer I want to give is this is all speculation using what we are given from the series and the storyline. I think what most likely happens is Hijikata continues to fight on in the war with Chizuru by his side. Representing the warrior spirit he cherishes so dearly. Chizuru will remain to be the loyal one aiding him on his conquest for victory. However, over the months or years Hijikata will pass away. Someone even with his fortitude cannot push beyond the power nature has over us. Nature created him and shall destroy him. This, I am assuming, will cause for a tremendous amount of grief and pain in Chizuru. She now has lost everyone. Everyone she knew for years, spent so much time with and created so many wonderful memories with are gone. I don't know if this would cause for Chizuru to be in a depression. Her poor soul had gone through so much in such a short period of time. She basically saw everyone in the group pass away, and now in this hypothetical situation the one she loves the most is now gone. In other words, the last pillar which gave her existence meaning is demolished and her whole world has fallen apart. But I know she can rebuild and see the light at the end of the valley. Incidentally, there is one survivor who does have some relevancy in Chizuru's life. Kazama. I am willing to bet at some point Kazama will reappear in Chizuru's life. It's inevitable. Now what happens from this I don't know. Could Chizuru enter into Kazama's life as his partner? Let's not forget Kazama covertly admitted to Chizuru his feelings for her. Chizuru did show appreciation for Kazama's efforts, and they do have a backstory together which is wonderfully woven into each other's love map. If they were to meet, it would make sense for them after Hijikata's untimely demise. Kazama's softer side would come out and he would sympathize with Chizuru. Recognizing her sadness as he did recognizing her desires of being with Hijikata. Chizuru has two possibilities. Continue on with her life and have Kazama as a friend she keeps in touch with, or she falls in love with Kazama and forms a romantic relationship with him. Both routes could turn out to be well for her. But to me it makes much more sense for her to fall in love with Kazama and stay by his side. It just seems like the most logical route for her to follow. Obviously, her staying on her own would not be bad. Chizuru finally for once could do what she wanted to do instead of doing things for others and being so self-sacrificing. But there could be so many experiences that can happen for her if she entered into a relationship with Kazama. Both of them are demons, both have such a deep history together. I believe she would choose the Kazama route and she lives her life with him for as long as they are alive. This is the video for today. I want to know what you believe happens with Chizuru after the ending of movie 2. Feel free to comment that in the comment section. Thank you and have a great day.